My original plan was simple enough. All I needed was a theater, a security guard, a couple of armed drones, terrorism insurance, and one more thing, a camel outside eating an American flag. Did I mention armed drones? Once the audience is seated, the fun begins.
Everyone, please stay calm. This is a safe space. As safe as humanly possible. Don't worry. We are fully aware that there are people who would kill each and every one of us just for being here. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy this little exercise in free speech.
Really understand that people have fought and died so that I can have the freedom to speak my mind. And I understand honoring that can be as ugly or as beautiful as we want it to be. It can look like a sculpture of Jesus Christ sunk into urine, which I think I've seen. It can also look like Michelangelo's work.
Oh, Mama, you're such an old cat. All the modern brides are wearing this. After all, it is the 7th century. It's a public life. For kids, don't let my boy see when you take it out. Why don't you take him off? You're in this story on education. I'm already in the 4th grade. You better be nice to me. I'll be the wife of the Prophet Muhammad. Wife or not true? Top 3! What are you the newest? I'm his youngest.
At this point, a terrorist leaps onto the stage. I wanted the audience to believe he was a real terrorist, not an actor, that I had screwed up big time and they were trapped inside the theater with a real Muslim terrorist who is going to detonate a bomb and kill everyone. If you are wondering why so many Muslims are upset about pictures of the Prophet Muhammad, it's very simple, really.
Verily, the most grievously tormented people amongst the denizens of hell on the day of resurrection would be the painters of pictures.
A number of people had just been murdered for disrespecting the Prophet Muhammad. Maybe not the best time to write an Islamic satire that includes an actor playing the role of the Prophet Muhammad, singing and dancing and dressed like Elton John. To be fair, not all Muslims believe in this crap. There are all kind of Muslim groups and they all believe all kinds of different things. Even the cartoon South Park censored itself, and even Saturday Night Live was afraid to show a picture of the Prophet Muhammad. I wasn't really worried about a terrorist attack. I was virtually unknown outside of South Florida, or inside of South Florida, and I would get some small local theater, the kind nobody knows about, and get them to produce the play. What could go wrong? Every single theater refused to put on the play simply because they were unwilling to put their audience in danger. I had no such inhibitions. All I had to do was raise some money. I tried everything to raise money. I gave out wonderful gifts, things everybody would want, like a Muhammad wine opener, Fidel Castro voodoo dolls, 72 virgins in heaven, guaranteed, male or female, only $72.
I want you to know this is very offensive. Very, very offensive. Doug Shear is a very, very bad man. I call for fatwa on Doug Shear. He will not be allowed to do this disgusting and insulting movie No pictures, please. How dare he? Doug Shear. I will get you. Someone will get you. I call for fatwa. I call for jihad. We will get you.
Dressing up as a terrorist and threatening to assassinate anyone who donated to my campaign was probably not the best marketing decision I made for my Indiegogo fundraising attempt. Nevertheless, I did manage to raise some money, and also got a fair amount of money from friends and family who insisted on paying me in cash and never using their names or credit cards. Now, all I had to do was find 5 actors willing to work for free and risk their lives for the single performance of a play written by a nobody. I spoke to a number of actors who seemed interested, but then just disappeared. Finally found a few brave souls.
You're taking it too personally. This is America. We insult everybody's cause. We insult Muhammad, we insult, Holy Moses, Jesus Christ Superstar, Babunga Babunga. I mean, Muhammad is a company. How dare you compare Muhammad to a baboon? Well, not just a baboon, a baboon god.
All I needed to do was find someone to play the Prophet Muhammad, the single most dangerous acting role in the entire world. Who would be brave enough to take it on?
Say my real name! My wedding later with Grace and the blue. This girl was number 3. She really is the bomb. Our wedding will be a game of lion promise. Our wedding will sing the blues, hide the passion, bite the juice. I'll read the poems and quote the scriptures, dance with man.
Don't take our picture.
Ramadan, 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 ding dong. And you see this is what? What's your problem? What do you mean, what is my problem? These people are insulting. You're insulting my problem. You're insulting me. It doesn't insult me. It doesn't insult them. Because you're not a Muslim. If it is insulting my name, Muhammad, so if Muhammad is supposed to be such a great man, why is he so thin-skinned and so easily insulted? Yeah, he doesn't thick-skinned. Neither am I. And I'm Muslim. No. I'm so sorry, but you know Muslim. You know Muslim. You cannot be Muslim. Do you see this? This is born and bred. My name is Muhammad. They call me No-No. Yes, you disgust me more. Yes, I said it. But you are a warped human being. And I'm an actor, and I'm Muslim, and I believe in free speech. You're talking about free speech in the sense of Muslim. Don't you know there is no free speech in heaven? Don't you know there is no free speech in heaven? There's only submission, obedience, like Allah said.
After the explosion and the death of everybody, the terrorist goes to hell.
Finally, you get to meet your true master. And now, meet your 72 virgins. And your special lover. Enjoy!
Guerrilla theater experiment would take place in Wynwood, Florida. Artsy, edgy, hipster, and incredibly crowded every weekend. My longtime childhood friend, Anonymous, gave us a nearby warehouse he owns to use for rehearsals and to practice setting up the stage. Time to take my complete lack of acting or directing skills on the road. Except for one tiny little problem.
When we left the warehouse, I thought I'd gone to hell. We were not ready. Every rehearsal felt like improv.
Doing the actual walk was the most surreal part, because wind was whipping everywhere. It must have been like 30-mile-per-hour winds when we were actually there next to this festival that was going on, and we were setting up a tent. We were trying to dig in the spikes.
I saw that wind and I was like, the gods are talking to us.
Like everybody talked about it, we got this tremendous wind.
We had the tent set up and the wind's blowing. I mean, it looks like it would have been the 10-foot torpedo attacking people in Wynwood if it had gotten caught in the wind, if it wasn't being held down by everybody. And Omar had a shirt on that had a bomb on it, and y'all were talking, we were trying to convince the police officer, we're doing this, and then we got kicked out.
We didn't realize that it was a police officer that came right behind us, and he was like, "Oh guys, what are you doing? You can't, no." And we were like, "No, we're not selling stuff, we're going to perform."
I wanted Doug to fight more and say, "This is my right to do this," and I would have been, there, yeah, we want our plays.
And so at the end, when it was all said and done, and the cop car, came around and everything was sort of stalled, there was a huge disappointment, because performing it was the culmination of all that time, all that work, all of that patience.
I felt very relieved. I'm sorry, Doug. It was probably one of the most stressful things.
And I'm still for it. You tell me when and where, and I'm there. Hey.
Hell yeah!
I'm sorry that you couldn't really perform it publicly. I think you should still do it.
I did give it one more try. I entered it in the Problematic Play Festival. They were looking for plays that were too controversial to produce.
القديس المجهول. أريد أن أكون رسولا. أريد أن أكون قديسا. أريد أن أكون المختار. أنت تحب دون ضبط النفس. أريد أن يثير العالم ضجة. أدعيني بالقديس المجهول. أريد أن أجعل العالم يصدق أنني أنا نجم. لا صور من فضلك.